Yeah, back in the day when Super Nintendo was around, I was too busy playing, I don't know, Mario Kart, stuff like that. I never got into the role playing games. I mean, I played original Zelda, like gold cartridge Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have video of Christmas 1989 when I opened up my Nintendo, my first Nintendo, and we were playing like the Mickey Mouse game, and which was super hard, and all those games were super hard. I just realized that like as a kid, I would just play the first 20 minutes
And
of
then just
every
give
game
up.
over and over and over and over to the point where now that I'm revisiting them on emulators and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get through every part that I remember from the game like in the first sitting and realize like, wow, I played none of this. Like I was really bad. But
Those games were so hard as kids. Like I had when I first got Mario, I had my dad finish a lot of the stages because I couldn't do it. I was 5.
yeah. That's so funny. My dad played Nintendo like twice, and both times he would have to set the controller down onto a coffee table in front of him and then use it like a keyboard where he would like put his fingers down on it. So like A and B would be his two pointer fingers on his right hand, and then he would use his pointer finger, middle finger on his left hand to do the direction pad.
That's so weird.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever
it's
seen.
playing it like a fucking keyboard. That's
Yeah,
so
and I
weird.
was just like, okay, not playing games with dad anymore.
Dad doesn't know how to game.
Dad can't do it.
I mean, I
Which
guess
is-
that would works though if you get the joystick, the Pro controller.
Yeah, I guess.
Remember that? They would sell that like
Mhm.
with the the arcade looking controller.
Totally. Yeah.
I
But
had
I was
friends
like,
that had that.
I was playing, F-Zero, and before that, I mean, things like pro wrestling. That game was sweet. Did you ever play pro wrestling?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, it's good.
The black cartridge or the black box pro wrestling.
I think so.
And it had the guy with the weird starfish face.
Yeah, man.
The
That's
purple dude.
the purple dude. Yeah, where all you basically do is just suplex people over and over and over again until
Throw 'em
eventually
outside the ring.
Yeah, and then you just like you punch them in the face and then cover them up, and then they kick out, and then you kick them and then cover them up, and you just do it over and over again until eventually like it counts to 10.
I'm thinking about doing like some Let's Plays, like bringing back and like getting a Raspberry Pi and doing some Let's Plays with like old ass fucking Nintendo games, kind of similar to what Mike Matei and them at Cinemassacre do.
I mean, there's so many thousands of games that even like
Did you ever play River City Ransom?
I've heard it. No, it sounds familiar,
dude.
but-
It was such a cool game back in the day, and it's become like an underground obsession for a lot of people because it was a fighting game like Double Dragon,
Oh.
but there was RPG elements.
Huh.
Yeah, and then you can like gain experience, and like there's a storyline to it, and you can like it's kind of like open worldy where you can go into shops and buy things, and
Weird.
yeah, and it was old Nintendo.
It was like NES.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool. Man, there's yeah. I have my brother was building. I told you about this the other day. My brother is building those little Raspberry Pi emulating systems that you can fit in an NES cartridge.
Yeah.
So instead of like the game chip at the bottom, it's USB ports and an HDMI port, and you have like the entire catalog of all Atari, NES, SNES, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System,
All in that little bit,
and all the MAME stuff, which is like the arcade
Yeah.
preservation project. So like literally any game from your childhood is right there. Anything before Nintendo 64. And it's been so fun to just like, you go to the NES section and it's like 1,268 games. And you're like, I don't even know where to start.
Where do you start?
And,
Start
like,
with the games you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Exactly. And like, yeah, you just realize how bad some of them are. Like,
Oh yeah.
some of these things were just made in a week, and just like, oh, whatever, let's just take this game and change the colors and make it, about fairies and wizards instead of.
You know, it's funny. Speaking of bad games, the famous Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde that Angry Video Game Nerd has reviewed over and over again, and got famous for. I actually remember playing that, not remembering the name of the game. And I thought as
How
a
can you
kid,
not remember the name of the.
I remember the picture on the cartridge because
okay.
it was such a cool looking, like, oh, there's a man with this half green face and he's like, "Bleh," and I'm like, whoa, what a cool cartridge. And I remember playing it and be like, this is so hard. Why is this game hard? I must suck. And then I watched that review and I'm like, oh, it's just a terrible game. Oh, okay. It's not me.
Just you.
It's not me.
It's everybody. It's them.
It is actually really terrible.
Yeah, no, it's I still love that review, how it starts out with him just like no explanation. He just puts it in and plays it and like gets 30 feet and then dies from like a bee or something, and then all of a sudden like he just wakes up as like a goblin and starts going the other direction, and then lightning just kills him.
Just out of nowhere.
And then it just cuts back to him and he's just staring at the screen. It's like game over after 20 seconds of play.
That was our feeling every time playing those kind of games. Just like, what the fuck just happened?
Exactly. Yeah.
Why is this? You know what game was really fucking hard? Is Double Dragon 3.
Oh my god.
That game is too fucking hard. Why is that game so fucking hard? They like upped up the difficulty just for the fuck of it because they thought, let's be different.
It's like, you know what, guys? People beat the last one. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah. We want to show people how it is to be in a real fight. You're actually going to get your ass beat a lot.
Comes out of the TV. And just like you're just going to get your...
This is what it feels like to get your ass kicked every day.
The time it takes to be good at that game is the time it takes to actually be good at fighting. To like go to a trainer.
They're trying to teach us all a lesson that we should stop playing video games as much as we are and just start learning real life fighting.
Yeah. Well, if you follow the whole like video games make people more violent thing, then I'm surprised more people didn't go learn how to fight after playing Double Dragon.
Right? I mean, I would blame like kung fu movies more than I would blame video game